Here we go, and over the decks. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Oh no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh my goodness. Folks, we're back once again here in Stormworks, and we're going to be checking out the RMS Aquitania. So this is the 1914 edition of the ship. It actually served quite a long time. I believe it was supposed to be retired in 1940. Then, of course, World War II happened, and then she became a troop transport until she was eventually retired and scrapped. Now, this thing did not sink in real life, but, and this is going to be a big but here. I said big butt. We're gonna put this thing through its paces against everything that I can throw against it, because there's been an update, or I guess a couple updates, that have made it to where big ships like this don't really sink anymore. So we're gonna attempt to prove that wrong here today, and that the whole fact that it can sink, but we gotta go on a tour first, because I gotta check out this magnificent vessel. It is absolutely massive, by the way. Really quite a luxurious looking ship. It's got a really nice interior. Now, it's not a complete interior, obviously. I don't think I'd be running at the frames that I am right now if it was. But that doesn't mean that we can't go down and have some fun with it and check it out. Now, I will have a link down in the description. Do read the instructions, because there's a couple things that you got to note before spawning this thing in. If not, it's just going to split in half. So real quick, it does look like we have a working lifeboat here. So if I hit down, does that... Okay, so that lowers it down off the winch, and then you can move it out over the ocean. Don't know if we're going to need that today, but hopefully... Like, you can't tell me if this thing were to get hit by a tsunami, whirlpool, sharks, and everything else that it won't potentially maybe break. So yeah, as we walk into here, you've got tons of decks. I would assume we're still in like the upper class, maybe first class deck here. And check the inside of this thing out. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the staircase, or I guess you can call it the grand staircase. It's a little bit different than like when you see like the Titanic's, how it has the two sets of stairs on the side. This one's kind of like a spiral one, which, by the way, there's a lot of actual really good videos about this ship, like the in real life ship, on YouTube if you guys want a little bit more information. But let's stay up here first. I'm sure it's going to be cabins down below us. I love the design. The aesthetics are really nice. This dining room is amazing, with like the paintings on the top. You've got like the nice big glass sections to let in all that natural light. Nice grand like fireplace in the front. You got a piano and a little stage in the back. I would actually like to see like how close this is to the actual interior. But yeah, that's glorious. And in the front, there's another dining room section up here. You got almost kind of like a dome up here too. And then yeah, you can walk down here. That's the sad thing is the whole fact this thing was scrapped. I mean, I guess it would take a ton to maintain a ship like this. I mean, they've done it with I think the Queen Mary 2, whichever ship's over in Long Beach. That's the thing. All right, so this is takes you out to the front here. So let's go ahead and close this back. And yeah, these all look like cabins. It doesn't appear that you can actually open these up, but every deck is pretty much here. You've got more cabins. Is there an engine room that we can go to? I don't know if that's a thing or not. Jeez, there is a buttload of cabins. There would be the elevators. We can go down even further. All right, so this would probably be a little bit more, I mean, everything looks really high class. I would say, oh, this is the lower class dining, but then I look at it and go, wow, this is pretty nice too. And oh, that is beautiful. So yeah, this isn't the top of the ship. This is below where we were earlier, which is, it's kind of incredible how these ships are layered out, especially with the dining rooms and stuff. Like, I kind of expected all this down here to be just nothing but cabins, but it is not. You got nice little common areas. You got like what looks to be like maybe little luggage racks. Yeah, this would probably be where you enter the ship. Yeah, so that takes you to the outside. Actually, where's the water line at? Okay, yeah, we're just above it. All right, go ahead and close those real quick. So yeah, let's walk down another deck here. I'm assuming more cabins. No, we got pools. Oh, wow. This is nice. There's even like a little gym down here. Now that I look at it, is there such thing as a lower class here? Like, I'm not feeling it at all. Okay, so that swung back around to the gym. Is there another doorway? No, I don't think so. So looking through the ship, there doesn't appear to be any sort of like engine room built into this current model, but there's plenty of interior to go explore and it still be very, very awesome. Author did a really good job on this ship. So yeah, very, very lovely design. What are we coming up to? Oh, it's another fishing vessel, or actually it looks like a Coast Guard vessel over there. So I know it says it can't sink, but gosh darn it, we're gonna try our hardest here. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's test this thing out in heavy wind and waves. Let's go ahead and kick up that rain real quick. You know, if anything, she might capsize, but the thing is, I don't think there's enough compartments. I mean, I guess if you could break it open right, but I think it would take an extreme amount to get this thing to go under. Of course, you could always click the infinite electricity button in this thing. It's probably built in at least 2 parts. Probably going to split in half. But even then, I'm not even sure the halves would even sink. So it's kind of put a hinder on like big ships sinking survival. You can still sink small ships, but these big, massive behemoths have gotten really hard to sink here in Stormworks. But that doesn't mean that we can't take them out and enjoy them and just test them out real quick. This thing is hopping through the waves. Honestly, doing a really good job. It did feel like it wanted to capsize there for a second when it was getting hit on the side. But if you hit the waves head on, it cuts right through them. I mean, this is a massive ship. So yeah, once you look at the waves in comparison, we are in, I mean, we're right by the islands. I'm actually surprised the waves are this big here. You know, I have a theory that maybe a whirlpool could get this thing down and probably scrape the ocean floor and do a ton of damage to it. Also, you got your megalodons. The megalodons might be able to do some decent damage to it also. I think about the only natural disaster I don't want to attempt is the meteorites, because they pretty much blow everything up and creations disappear. At least they used to. It is a little annoying. But I would say, as far as the big wave test, this thing nails it. As long as you don't get hit on the side. But even then, I'm not even sure it would have fully capsized. It did seem pretty resilient, and it definitely wanted to stay up. But yeah, big wave test, I'm going to give this thing a pass. So let's get the rain out of here. That way you guys can get a more clear view of the ship. I'm going to keep the waves on here. I feel like we need to call in some backup. What are those red lights? Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to turn the wind down. It's Halloween again. Those are sharks, I think. Wait. Oh, yeah. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, I might have spawned in way too many. They are currently on their way to the ship. Oh, man. Yeah, you kind of forget that's a thing that's just randomly turned on during Halloween. How many sets of red eyes do we see here? Well, there's a ton of them to the right, and then we got some that are just right up against the ship. Also, I could have sworn I just saw some tentacles. Oh, they've already hit the side of the ship. What the heck? That's the thing, is this thing's so massive, you don't even feel it. That thing's just trying to tear into the side of it. Okay, they are starting to swarm. Yeah, I might have clicked it one too many times. You know, sometimes it seems like the Megalodon button doesn't really work well. And other times it's like, oh, I think it worked too well. You know, honestly, the sharks, they feel pathetic. I'm gonna go ahead and slow the ship down completely here. Like, they're not even moving this ship. It is too big for a Megalodon to take down. You know, we've done several tests with, like, the Titanic and stuff, but this is the first time where, like, the Megalodon, it feels like, I don't even think you could actually feel it. Like, it's not shifting the ship over at all. Uh-oh, something just happened. I see tentacles up on the back of it. The Kraken can't even tip this thing over. Uh-oh. That's, oh my god, look at that. That's incredible. Hey, buddy, you're not really doing, oh, is there a second one coming? I mean, they're trying. They're probably doing damage to the side. But it's just not enough. Hold on. Actually, they're doing damage down towards the bottom. Oh. There's a chance they might have taken out our propulsion. So look at the amount of damage on the back of this thing. So you would think that it'd be flooding, and yeah, it's like flooding's just not even a thing anymore. They're trying to get to the engine. It's not even tipping the ship over. It's doing absolutely zero. These are the least effective Megalodons and Krakens I've ever seen. Okay, I think they're gonna need backup here. A lot of backup. So here we go. Tsunami time. Let's see if that works. Whoa, that's the first time I felt this thing shift over at all. Oh, wait, when I say take it back off, I'm not sure. It doesn't still go, does it? Yeah, I think they did actually do enough damage to at least strand the ship out here. Hold on, let's see if those get moving at all. I'm starting to tip a little bit. I feel like one of them actually just hit it in a decent spot to make the ship list slightly. We're still getting power. So what would be causing the tip here? Also, we need to be on the lookout. I think I see a tsunami ahead of us. Oh my goodness, all the red eyes that are pursuing us right now. It's insane looking. Okay, I'm gonna start to try to turn. I don't know if... I feel like this is not working. I feel like the turning is completely... No, it is. I can feel it shifting over a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's gonna surprise us. I can see the Kraken's trying to keep up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We are about to launch, I think. Oh, yep, it's going up. It's going... Oh, it's gonna pop out the other side. It's gonna look incredible. Here we go, and over the decks. Oh my goodness. You know, she might not be able to sink, but by God, she could fly. And here it comes down on the other side. Oh my goodness. We actually came pretty close to touching the bottom, and there are the Megalodons. Well, at least one of them. Wait, where are the others? Oh, they actually went below the tsunami there. We're listing heavily, but nothing. I don't think she's gonna budge with this, so I think we gotta ramp it up even more. Surprisingly, besides the whole fact the meteorites make stuff disappear, probably the most powerful natural disaster that keeps the ship intact is the Whirlpool. So here's a good question though. Can this thing survive a Whirlpool? You know, it's so large that I think it's gonna take a lot to be able to try to pull this down. I'm gonna slow her up a little bit here. Okay, Whirlpool is forming. Look for where it starts to spin. I think it's spinning right behind us. Oh, yeah, there it goes. All right, it's already starting to pull us over. Oh, buddy, we're going to pull the sharks down there, too. The Megalodons. And look, the Kraken is attached to the back of it. Oh, geez. Okay, so this thing's going to sustain a ton of damage here. It is pulling it down, and we're not in the deepest area right now. So, pretty sure this thing is going to scrape against the bottom. Here's a good question. Does the Kraken and stuff, do they get stuck in the Whirlpool? It is... Dude, it's right below it. I don't think it actually gets pulled in like the ships do. All right, here it goes. I mean, it might be able to capsize it, but it's not taking on water. Maybe it'll just force it under, and it's going to... I mean, at some point, it might even just break. This is like the goofiest thing I think I've ever seen. You got Kraken on the left side. There's a Kraken at the rear of the ship. You still see like a bunch of red eyes. I guess we got rid of quite a few of the Megalodons, but these still exist, and here it goes. It's gonna attach right to the side. I'm actually surprised it caught there. And boom. Yeah, I don't feel like the whirlpools actually affect the Kraken. So folks, this thing is doing something that I don't think I've seen many ships be able to do. So the whirlpool cannot shove it all the way down. The back end of the ship's hitting the other side of the whirlpool, which I believe it's actually keeping it afloat. It's literally unsinkable. Like, there's no amount of disasters that you could put on this thing in order to try to make it go down. I mean, even the listing part. Hold on, let's go back up in the wind here, see if we can make this a little bit more aggressive. It looks like it's going to widen it out a bit. I still don't think it's enough, though. Oh, hold on. Oh, and it's starting to push that front end under a bit, but no, it's going to be an endless death spin here. We might actually whack the Kraken that's coming this way. Yeah, the Whirlpool is definitely a lot bigger now, but it's still not enough. It is like the biggest poo that you've ever seen in the toilet. It just will not spin down and flush. Not calling the ship a poo, because the ship's amazing. I'm just saying, if I had to compare it to something, like, it is essentially created a bridge across the Whirlpool. Screw it. I spawned in a tornado. I don't know if it's going to come this way. It should form right around this area. Do you think it'll make the Whirlpool spin faster? I don't think that's a thing, but you never know. Oh, look up. I mean, I see the cloud spinning. Oh, there it goes. It's a little ways away. I don't know if it's going to travel over here. I don't think it really matters. I mean, I act like that tornado is going to be able to lift this ship, and it's just not a thing. It's too heavy. I think desperate times are going to call for desperate measures. We're turning off infinite electricity. So engine overheating, that should allow it to overheat and explode. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to click this. 3, 2, 1, click. There it goes. Oh, no, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's in 2 parts. Nope, never mind. It's in 3 parts. You can see the back part. The Kraken is still going after the engine, though, in the back. Oh, we have created lag. Well, I mean, we essentially snapped it into 3 pieces. I mean, it took turning off the electricity. Hey, but it also gives you a little look as far as the interior and how it's put together. And I still do not understand how people build this massive of creations in Stormworks. It's still pretty satisfying watching it break apart like this. I guess, last but not least, we're going to call them in. Here we go. Meteorites. There's a potential this is going to be a game crasher here. Oh my goodness, that ship looks amazing. And look up. Where are they at? Well, you can't say we didn't throw everything at it here today. Oh my goodness. Are any of these actually going to hit the ship? They're like hitting every area around the ship. Oh, hold on. That one was really close. This looks like the apocalypse right now. You've got a ship in 3 parts going down a whirlpool. Meteorites are hitting. It's getting attacked by megalodons. And yet she still floats. So if we're ever going to do some more sinking ship survival, it's probably going to have to be... Oh, I think I just died. I did just die. It killed me before it killed the ship. Yep, and you can see the chaos unfolding in the background. Did it finally hit the ship? Hold on. Hold on. Where'd the ship go? Folks, I think we finally did it. I'm gonna hitch a ride here. Hey, buddy. Aren't you look kind of spooky? The ship was right around here, so I think finally one of the meteorites hit it. All my lag seems to be gone, so I think we cleared it out here. But if you guys want to see some more Stormworks, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you guys next time.